Oh, hello, everyone. I'm back! My voice may still not be at 100%, but it's been long enough without me putting out horror content for all 17 of you to listen to. Now, come, as I tell you two stories, one with spoilers and one without. You can decide for yourself which you like more, or you can trust good old 7 Feet Under to let you know which is better. Let's get as spooky as we can. Gather around, kiddies. I got a special story for you, but it's going to come from beyond the grave. All you gotta do is light a candle, place your hand on the jerk-off hand, on the handshake hand, and say these words.
Talk to me.
So Talk to Me was the film debut for the Philippou brothers, some pretty popular YouTubers who wanted to take a stab at making feature-length movies and wanted to make their first movie a horror movie. And the world became a better place for it. Pretty surprising since most of their vids were more action-y, but they did dabble in horror. See?
What you in there, Billy?
Talk to Me came out in 2022, and it was very beloved by horror fans and the pussies that, quote, don't like anything too scary. And there is a bit of truth in that. It wasn't the scariest movie of the year, but it was one of most everyone's faves. It follows Mia, a gal who recently had her mom pass away, and while she is hanging out with some friends, they introduced a cursed object, the hand. Or whatever the fuck, they don't actually really give it a name in the movie. But if you perform a certain ritual, it would allow you to see the dead and even let them possess you for a brief amount of time. But things go crazy when Mia's friend's younger brother gets possessed and Mia thinks it's her mom. The plot really picks up after that. Rules are broken, hearts are destroyed, faces are smashed into wall railings. I got my rocks off during the toe-sucking scene. I'm a weird fucking guy. So the movie then has a happy, sad ending that gave the audience the opportunity that maybe we would get a sequel to Talk to Me. And boy, am I glad we didn't.
What? Oh, come on!
Okay, what I mean is that when I heard that the Aussie Bros were going to make another movie, I did not want a sequel. I wanted something else. And here we are with Bring Her Back.
What are you doing?
Bring Her Back is the Philippou brothers' follow-up movie that is currently in theaters. Bring Her Back is a psychological thriller horror about two young kids who just recently experienced the death of their father, their final parent. They get adopted by one of those moms who tries real hard to be a fun and overly loving kind of parent, which is just bullshit.
Man, that's just mean. That's mean, man.
During their stay, they meet the other kid that she adopted and they try to adjust to their new life, but this is a horror movie. Some pretty serious fuckery is going to be happening here. I did mention that I wasn't going to spoil this one, but if you are one of those thinkers, you could probably guess correctly what the movie is going to be about just off of the title, Bring Her Back. Now, we have two movies with plenty of similarities and differences. Let's break them apart piece by piece and see which is better. The main leads of the movies are younger. I don't recall how old Mia was in Talk to Me, but I'm pretty sure she was high school aged. Andy, the lead in Bring Her Back, is 17. They both do a great job, so it probably just depends on your personal history. I like Andy more. He is a more likable, protective older brother of his younger sister Piper, who is not completely blind, but she's like 90% there. Mia in Talk to Me does feel bad about the shit that she does to communicate with her dead mom, but she does do plenty of other self-centered shit in the movie that makes you easily not like her very much. Neither of them are perfect, mostly because the Philippou brothers are good at writing characters and didn't forget to bring out their flaws, unlike some people.
Rey Skywalker.
seems like money doesn't always buy good writing. Throwing shade at big budget movies aside, both are well written characters. Andy is just more likable. For side characters in Talk to Me, you have several to choose from, at least 5 plus a few stragglers. You got 2 friends that know about the hand, the best friend, her younger brother, their mom, and the stragglers being the best friend's boyfriend, the older brother of the hand's previous owner, and Mia's dad. And bringing her back, there are 3 and 1 straggler. Obviously smaller, but the screen time is much more evenly distributed between Andy, his sister, their adopted mom, and Oliver, their new brother. There is also a social worker, but she isn't in the movie much. Talk to Me is a much more group-heavy story because that's how the plot is introduced, a party trick among friends. And since shit goes south, they have to trace back to the origin of said party trick to try to get some answers. In Bring Her Back, it's an even more personal story about just a few characters, which makes it easier to have a much tighter story. There is a bit of history and the past in both movies, but Bring Her Back stays much more in the present. More specifically, what are some psychos willing to do in order to achieve their goals? And the answer is quite a bit of shit. And the last bit to discuss are the monsters. My favorite subgenre of horror is creature feature. In Talk to Me, you got ghosts. And even though there were some delicious foot action, I am definitely going to give the win to Bring Her Back. Again, not trying to spoil Bring Her Back, so I'm not going to go into any of the details on it, but I will say I think it's a more creative idea. Not super hard to be more creative than ghosts lying to you to possess a person, and I'm not shitting on Talk to Me too much in that regard, but since the ghosts and the possession are essentially harmless, or supposed to be harmless party tricks, they can't help but be a bit generic at times because it doesn't matter. What matters is one of the ghosts is Mia's dead mom trying to bring her back into the land of the living. We know at the end that was a big fat lie, but that is the story of Talk to Me. Still good, but for the 3 points that I pointed out, the main characters, the side characters, and the monster, I'm giving all 3 of them to Bring Her Back. Solid flick, easily gonna be on my best of the year part 1 vid. It's in theaters, go see it when you can so that the Aussie bros can get more money to make another. Thanks for watching, and stay spooky.